yogurt time. But yeah, then we've got to get the stove and the fridge out of here, although the fridge is still just filled up with stuff, so it's not quite ready. Yogurt time, and then today is Monday, so renovations start tomorrow. So hopefully by the end of today, it should be completely finished clearing up the main floor, and then after that, I can get back to listing. So hopefully sooner than later, I can start tackling some of this stuff again. But yeah, it's going to hopefully be able to finish upstairs, and I can just show the empty main floor just because it's finally done now. And yeah, then after that, it should be back to, well, somewhat normal vlogs. But yeah, hopefully I can get back to listing soon. Okay, so now, oh, let's get the camera to focus. There we go. The main floor is now completely empty. We can see everything in here. I don't think we're removing this because I don't think they're painting inside or anything like that, but everything in here is removed. Oh, the echoes are pretty good, but then as you can see, this is not supposed to happen like that, I don't think. That one's fine. But then over here, got crime scene photos or something like that. I don't know, we're just trying to draw a shoe. It did not work out too well. And those are some really weird feet drawing because you're just trying to draw around the feet, but it just did not work because you can't really guess toes. It doesn't work like that. So this here is all done. This here was supposed to be some Batman wings apparently or something like that. I have no idea. I copied a Lego one for that. But then the infamous Bricklink forms smiley face, and then just some weird drawings everywhere, because why not? And more drawings here and everything like that. And then this room here is empty as well. And it's not really visible here, but in that top corner there is a hole that goes directly to the outside. And that's where a lot of bugs keep coming in, so that's not nice. And then over here, there's no lights in this room, so it's gonna just be a bit dark. But this here is the family room, and it is now completely empty as well. I had to get a huge ladder because right up there or something like that, there was a screw. So I had to make sure that the only thing that's still here is the Rogers modem, because we have to move that tomorrow because the technician said that basically we should just try plugging it into a different coax cable, but we tried that and it just did not work. So we have a person coming tomorrow to get that all done. And then over here, we've got another empty room and stuff like that. But it all looks pretty cool now. So then from what I know and remember, we now have, well, I mean, there's just more stuff appearing out of thin air now, but all the floors are going to be torn out and replaced. And there's like a weird bump here, which is going to be, so all the floors are one level. Then all of the holes and everything in the wall are going to be repaired. And then every single wall is going to be replaced. All of the cabinets are going to be replaced. The counter is going to be replaced, and yeah, the entire main floor will be repainted and everything like that. So there is that. Then there's just, yeah, you can see just how damaged these cabinets are, water damage there, some weird writings here, then just damage here, that's some dead flowers, and stuff like that. But yeah, and apparently there's a couple Ethernet, no, that's gotta be phone ports there, and stuff like that. But that is now done. All of the cabinets are now empty, or as, well, I mean, they still got the empty shelf things in them, but it's now finally all done. So this is what was preventing me from really listing anything much and getting normal vlogs out for a while, because the entire main floor was just filled up with different stuff. But now it is finally all empty. So I'll just try and get a few nice shots. Let me get to the corner over here first real quick though. But then over there we've got this side of the house, which is empty. It's a lot more open once everything's been removed. I've never seen it empty before. We only moved here as like a little kid, so, well, I mean, I wasn't that little. But then we also have this side here, so it's finally all done. I still have no idea what color that the main floor is actually going to be. We just went through so many different paint options and weird smiley creepy face things for pumpkins. But yeah, it is finally all done. But yeah, then renovations are starting tomorrow, and yeah, I ended up cutting it pretty close to when it's actually gonna be done. But it actually looks like it's so much room here now. Normally it just looks filled and like there's no room. So it's definitely interesting for sure. And yes, that is my foot. But yeah, then just for one day, it's just gonna be a wide open window leading to outside that anyone can look in. But yeah, it should be hopefully, well, I don't know if we're gonna have blinds here, but there's gonna be renovation. So looking at 2 weeks with everyone in the basement, or 3 weeks, or 1 to 3 weeks, or 2 to 3 weeks, or something like that. But yeah, it is finally done. And then sometime, well, maybe not tomorrow because we got a lot of stuff we need to sort out downstairs. But then hopefully sooner than later, we can just finally get back to listing normally. And it's a sink. But yeah, these windows here, they've got one slight issue. Let's see if I can get the camera to focus. Why won't the camera focus? Let's get this to focus. There we go. It's a window where you turn it to open the window, except with these windows, this one here and this one here, if you turn it to open it, you can't turn it the other way to close it. Someone has to be outside to push it closed in order to actually close it. It's just, it's everything seems broken in this house. Although compared to the housing prices nowadays, we got a really good deal. And the previous person was like well, they were someone who just liked trying to fix things themselves, but not fix them so they look professional, just fix things just so that they work slightly, a little bit, and stuff like that. Although the mystery will never leave as to what the message was on here, because this one here, you can record a message, and then every time you turn it on, it says it, and stuff like that, and you can reset it. And when we got here, when we were younger, we were like, oh, button, and press the button. And now we don't know what the message is because we had first started hearing something, then we did something, and we just lost the message. But we think the old owners left a message for us, but we have no idea what it was. Although I do think that we are getting rid of this thing now because we're just, yeah, no reason to really keep it. Although it does sound pretty cool every now and then, like, I'm recording this for no reason. And then it scares people sometimes. So the very last clip of the old kitchen before, well, probably who knows how many vlogs from now until it's gonna be done, looking at like 2 to 3 weeks. But yeah, the very last clip of the old kitchen and, well, main floor. Sounds like renovations have started. So yeah, it's now the next day, and this used to be all carpet, and it's now had the floor completely torn out. Same with this room over here. It's all torn out, and then all of the baseboards along all of the walls have now been torn out for the entire main floor. The tile is still in here though, but then all of the cupboards are gone. Same with the sink and everything. This area is all gone. This area, the wall's gonna be removed as well. And yeah, it's just a lot done. And then tomorrow, because the lineup at the local garbage place is so long, they're gonna be doing it till tomorrow because they want to do it all in one go. They'll be removing all of the tile floor. And it's just, since it's so dusty, they do want to wait till tomorrow. But then it's interesting to see what's underneath here and stuff like that. So then, yeah, this is what's going to be done tomorrow. But overall, good progress by the looks of it. And yeah, so a lot of that stuff's done. And yeah, I guess it's one more day of mostly demolition stuff with removing the floor and stuff like that. But then they have to also repair things like that there because that's a lot of water damage over there. And then also where we had the huge hole in the roof over there, they have to presumably fix something here because that does not look too good over there. And then also they are going to be removing all of the sharp ends on the roof because that used to be a stylish thing like 10 to 15 years ago where they would just make roofs so sharp if you touched them your hand would bleed. But we aren't too big of a fan of that, so I am pretty sure that we're getting that removed. But yeah, oh, and then there's a random hole in the floor here apparently, so that's interesting. But yeah, some decent progress. So now we're deciding on a floor color because we kind of didn't do that yet. I thought we did, but we didn't. So it's all going to be one floor for the entire main floor. And we're kind of between these two colors here by now. So not sure what we're going to be going with quite yet. Might be a different one than these, we don't know. But we're going to look at different options. Yogurt time. finally getting back into listing things, and then now I've got these parts on the table here. I got them on Brick Store. Just going to probably sooner than later get a whole bunch of stuff set up here for a sort of a whole bunch of the accessories that are over here. With all of the ones in this container here, because I got a lot of accessories that may be listed and stuff like that. There's some partial containers already started on the table here and stuff like that, but then maybe it'll be a goal during renovations to try and get this stuff done, possibly get to some of the stickered stuff as well. Not sure yet on that though, but I'll try to get to processing and starting to finally get back to listing some stuff. Next up for listing is this container of blue torsos. Definitely sounds like renovations have started again for the day. So yeah, they've now completely taken out the tile floor, and then the concrete that was underneath the tile floor, that hammer from earlier that you could hear was quite loud, but it looks like it is done. And let's get this to focus. Oh, hello camera, please focus. Wait, oh, there we go. But yeah, now the floor is completely ripped out. My shoes are in the porch, so I can't get them because I've only got socks on. So I can't really walk around, but yeah, pretty good progress. So I actually got my shoes on now, and so yeah, now a slightly better look is, yeah, it's all one level now. Yeah, it's interesting for sure now that all of the tile and stuff is out. So I can't remember if we finally decided on a floor type, but hopefully that should be here somewhat soon. Apparently there's some wood here. Oh, I think it's for the frame thing over here, because they're building a window thing there and stuff like that. Maybe stuff for the cupboards here, I don't know. But yeah, then overall good progress. So I just got the mail, and then there was this envelope here, which I ordered one helmet because after shipping it was still worthwhile to buy the helmet at that price. And they literally didn't have a single other thing that I needed, so that's all I got from there. And then from this store here, they had 7 of these legs, which I really need for rebuilding the one minifigure. I've got lots of the torsos and heads, but just not the legs. And although I did use my last hair piece now, so then I will need to get more hair pieces, but those things are common. And then I also picked up a couple of C-3POs, a Tito, I think that's his name, the one alien guy from Galaxy Squad or something, a pigman from Minecraft, some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle legs, and one Jet Trooper. So overall, a bit of stuff in the mail, so I should be able to rebuild a couple of things. So I'll just grab my box, and then after breakfast, I should be able to start rebuilding a couple minifigures. But yeah, this is the end of the vlog, so thank you for watching if you got this far. So renovations have just started, but that means that I should be able to focus on listing down here now again. So hopefully, like, vlogs starting with the next one or so should get back to somewhat normal. Yeah, then this is the end of the vlog. Thank you for watching if you got this far. Today's a Wednesday, so the next vlog will be out on Saturday.